Welcome to the Yield Lounge. Today we're going to calmly discuss XDTE, XPAY, WPAY, MAGY, TSPY, and more. The ultimate showdown from somebody who has real money and skin in the game. No spreadsheets, no delusions. After 2 years of getting circle jerked, doing this high yield bonanza from the highs of the yield max bubble to laughing at granite shares and just telling them they suck and everything in between. What we want is a cash machine, real cash flow. I want to hold my NAV and I want to get paid somewhere between degenerate and far from normal. So let's break them down. Oh, and by the way, now why you should listen to me on YouTube? Because there's no money in YouTube. And all of these stupid YouTubers that are clickbaiting you, okay, trying to ulti you, how to retire on ulti and all that stuff, have the dream of how much money they're going to make when they're monetized. Now, yeah, I'm not advertiser friendly, okay, but here, this is what my channel makes in a month, $117. Now, I don't live in Cambodia, okay? And by the way, if you're listening to a YouTuber and he lives in the Philippines, let me tell you a little secret. If he claims to be a normal guy, that's okay. But if he's like Bruce from Targeted Wealth and claims to be, .com era billionaire, okay? Look, when you retire wealthy, you either go to Miami or Monaco, not where Bruce is. And you don't beg for Patreon pennies. I do YouTube because I like it. I've been doing it for 8 years. This genre is new. Stop subscribing. Last time I looked, I had 7,069. I like that number. It's like a lucky number and somebody sits on your face. And now I look at this. I got this cockamamie number, 9,175. But here's how much money I make. So we ain't blowing nobody. Okay, I'm not going to be nice. I'm not going to be neutral. I'm going to be me. Am I advertiser friendly? Apparently not. Okay? This one ranked 8 out of 10 when we relived the J saga, but let's move on. Now remember, okay, they have spreadsheets, I have calculators because I have real money. So now we're going to pull out a gangbang of calculators that are going to blow your mind. We're going to talk about NAV and weekly income. In this example, we're going to look at, let's begin with my favorite, XDTE. Okay? XDTE over the last, let's put these away for now. I just want you to know they were coming. Okay? So XDTE, the lowest I seen it, let's look at year to date, was $39. It got tariffed. Okay? Now, it's come back to 44. Not bad. But if you just held it year to date, average Joe, you're getting paid every week, but you're down 12%. So that means to me, every $1,000, you lose $6,000. I mean, every 1,000 shares, you lose $6,000. That almost sounded like I was doing clam math. Do you know what clam math is? The Cambodian. He can't even speak on YouTube anymore. We muffled him. The gag, we put a ball in his mouth and gimped him. And now he's your ex. Anyway, so 6 months, look, down. I was shocked when I seen that. Year to date, it's the end of the year. It's December. So that means to keep your principal intact, if you had 10,000 shares, you're down $60,000. Wow. How do you replenish that? You got to do the J, the pigeon walk. You got to reinvest. I didn't know that. I don't like that. But it's one of the better ones now. It pays you every week. Now, XPAY. Let's look at the same year to date. It's only down 3%. So this means if you had 10,000 shares, you'd only be down $20,000, not $60,000. 3%, or 3.83 nerds, versus 12.56. That's a whopping number. Okay, that's an escalating number. Now the next one we want to look at is we want to break down what's in the S&P 500. Well, 40% of it financially is the Mag 7, although I don't even like the Mag 7. But now let's put MAGY compared to XPAY and WPAY. Right here, WPAY wins. Problem is, right here, XPAY, that's what I meant to say. Let's keep our pays right. XPAY does win. Even though the income architect, that asshole, said it was a bad fund, they were giving you your money back, paid $1 a month. So that means they paid $12. And they only lost $2. So how are they giving you your money back? That's profitable to me. That's why you live in a trailer, you fucking mutant. But it's not personal. In any case, let's bring MAGY up, then we'll get to WPAY, TSPY, everything. Stay tuned, your favorites are coming up. I like when you talk in the live chat, because the only thing that I get out of doing this, other than trying to teach you what I experienced, are your comments. Okay? Whatever. So right here, we could see that year to date, whoa, something just happened. Again, let's go. XDTE, year to date, all right, we're down 12%. XPAY, year to date, we're down 3.83%. Not bad, and consistent, but it's a monthly payer. It's a monthly payer. I know. I feel the Cambodian blood inside of you. Okay, saying I want weekly. Okay, there's a lot of personal references and jokes here that you may not get if you're new to the community. Now, so if the majority of the S&P 500, right, is made up of the Mag 7, even though I don't like some things in the Mag 7, why not just scope in a little bit? Why not just, instead of like just firing with a pistol, why not just pick up a sniper rifle and focus on where the money is? Now, are they in a bubble? Are they gonna look? The Mag 7 is so big now. I understand if you're ancient and you remember the days of like, Xerox and GE and Philip Morris and all this shit. I don't even know who even remembers this, but I study up a lot on this stuff. At one point, there was some different Mag 7. But is our Mag 7 different? Maybe. Money rules the world. These 7 companies have all the money in the world. So pretty much any new technology that comes out, they can just fucking buy it. Elon didn't invent the Tesla. He bought it from 2 gay guys. You don't know the real story? Anyway, Skittles. Taste the rainbow, bitches. Anyway, in any case, it's a really true story. I've watched it, 2 founders in the interview, okay? They were a little upset that they don't really get, that Elon takes the credit. But again, let's compare, spit out your Skittles, all right? Year to date, if we take out the laser rifle, we've gained. If we had 10,000 shares, not only did we get paid I went naked for a minute. Not only did we get paid every week, okay, but we gained $10,000 in our NAV. So once again, we say, if you fell off your yacht and they found you 3 years later, where do you want to be? Do you want to be in an ulti situation where your money was moved from the top line down to the bottom line, they took a fee in the middle? Do you want to be somewhere where your NAV is down, okay? All right, $60,000 if you had 10,000 shares. Every year that you're gone, 60,000. So it's disintegrating, but it's kind of paying out good. But it's slow. I think a happy medium is the XPAY. Nobody wants to just get paid monthly, right? But for me, I've loaded the boat on MAGY. Okay? Now, let's look at payouts. Let me drop my pants right here. Okay? I'm going to get to XPAY, don't worry. So MAGY's been consistent. This week, she's 36 cents. She was 36 cents the other week. Almost every week. And the NAV stays stable. I look at everything, you have no idea. Okay? Did you see this one? WPAY? That it was less than MAGY? We'll get to that. Let's continue on. So, when I look at the XDTE and the S&P 500, which I like over the Qs, right? I looked at, the majority of the S&P 500 is really the Magnificent Seven. Yeah, you don't have the other bullshit, diversity, whatever, but hey, it is what it is, because now it comes down to money. All right, so One is making money, and this could change over time. I don't know. Okay, you could even be dead. Bruce could be a hologram. Have you seen the other one, Max Convexity? I don't know if he's real. I think he's AI, not because he's smart, just because he looks like he died a long time ago, and he still speaks. It's amazing. So when we look at this, tell me what you think below. XDTE year to date, all right, down 12%. Remember, you got 10,000 shares you're bowling. Now you're down 60,000. Over here, you're only down 20,000, but you get paid the same thing almost. Let's pull up the calculators. And Maggie, you're not down at all, right? So, pull 3 calculators, right? And come prepared. All right, here's your borrower prophylactic. Look, if you're in Maggie with $423,000, let's say, just arbitrary number, 420,000, right? You get you get that many shares times 36 cents, you get $2,800 a week. Stand that next to XDTE, you're getting $2,000 a week, okay, at roughly 21 cents, average it out, okay? That's $2,000 a week. And you're getting the NAV erosion. You got a little bit more diversification, but I mean, if you got the main money makers, you stay with them until they stop making money. How do you tell? Well, when you're going red, okay, in your portfolio, and you can't withdraw the dividends and spend them, well, then you might have a problem. You might be in the wrong fund. I don't care if they say it's an income fund, whatever. It all begins with NAV versus NAV. Then we look at the degenerate level of payment we want. Because, yeah, we want the degen payment. What is this one on the end? That's the same amount of money if you put it into XPAY, okay, and divided it up weekly in a 4-week cycle. Every time I say cycle, it reminds me of that bitch with tits. Coach Jiggly Tits. You know who he is now? He just did, he did an interview with fucking Kung Pao Chow Mein, the CNBC guy, okay? The figurehead for Yield Max. Oh, it's so funny, the bullshit. So look, this is Maggie for your money every week. This is XPAY for your money. No, XDTE for your money every week. Now, you got the degens. This is a little bit calmer, and you don't have as much erosion. All work on little different principles and everything else. So for me, I choose as my main hoe bag streetwalker. Okay, streetwalker, walker. Okay, 2700 Maggie. It's my number one. Now I know you want to jump into other things. Let's open the legs of WPAY. WPAY has things in it that could be toxic. They're adding more things, this and that. Okay. But WPAY, keep in mind, all right, 6 months, it's down it just came out. It's down, if you had 10,000 shares, you're down $40,000. The payouts, I already showed you, are now in the range of Maggie. Look, for those of you visually disabled on your phone, this is the most recent WPAY. It's the most recent Maggie. Maggie beat it without the slow decay. Now, do I know about slow decay? I didn't say tooth decay. I don't need any of this anymore. Clean that up. Yeah, I do know about the decay. Because I took a loss on Maggie. No, not Maggie. Where is it? Here. I think it was here. $48.60. How much is WPAY today? Hold on. 47. So you might be saying, but Oracle's coming back, right? All right, keep in mind. That means I was already down $59,000. I don't reinvest the dividends or count that. That's mine. That's my money. If I was still in it, I had almost 11,000 shares. Well, add another 11,000. I would be down $70,000. Sinking deeper and deeper into the Cambodian vagina of hell. I don't know if it's going to recover, but I don't like to be in that position. Wrap it up, reposition, look for the next thing. And then runner up, and I mentioned it in the thumbnail, okay, is Did you know that anybody can make an ETF? You know you only need as little as 100K to make an ETF? Yeah, I just got the email the other day. So anybody can make an ETF. Let's talk about TSPY. Not that it's personal, okay? But I don't like the guy's side personally, okay? It's nothing personal. I just personally don't like him. I don't know why I don't like him. Maybe on the interviews because he uses the green screen in the background. It looks like one of them, you know, all the crypto scams that I seen, okay, back in 2017, they used green screen of a fake office. That was my evaluation of Psy. I see him only interview mostly with the hamburger, and I think somebody's paying somebody in ketchup packets. I don't know what's going on, right? But let's look at the performance because nothing else matters, right? So, shockingly, to my shock and awe, balls to the wall, strap your legs to a chicken, and bang it like it's a holiday. I go to year to date, and this hooker is up. Now this is Tap Alpha TSPY. Okay, out of all of them, year to date, round hill, TSPY. But there's always a wanker. There's always a circle jerker. There's always somebody that came on the sheets to the hotel before you got into bed. And they didn't change the sheets. The woman was tired. Might be a hair or two that gives you a hint, but you ignore it. So you were drinking because you were over at the high yield lounge. But at least you're with me. And I'm your sober friend going, stop, you fucking idiot. You're acting like a moron. Did you unsubscribe from the Yield Max emails yet? Well, you should. That's the first step in your sobriety of ETFs. Okay? So far, the winner for me is a combination of MAGY and XPAY. WPAY, we don't know what that is yet. We don't know. But let's look at Tap Alpha. What's the STD between its legs? There's something. Lo and behold, there she blows. There she blows. I'm looking at the payment. I'm like, 30 cents a week. Because, hey, it's, almost 2026. We get paid weekly now. Thanks to the Cambodian menu makers and all of that. The lawnmower jockeys, the peasants, the pigeon pay beggars on YouTube. Anyway, I'm like 30 cents a week. And I'm like, holy fuck, wait a minute. This is a month. It's a month. What is this? Warren Buffett? None of my calculations will work, okay? It's terrible. Forget $2,800 a week. If you had 10,000 shares, right? And even, all right, they cost $25. They cost half the price. So let's say you had 20,000 shares. Now it's 500,000. Fuck you. Let's do 10,000 shares. It's easy enough, right? Hold on. So, and you're going to get 30 cents a month. That's 1 week worth of payments from XDTE. Even closer, MAGY. And the third runner-up would be XPAY. We don't know about this slippery slut. I really fucked myself. I named one of my channels WPAY. I did it for SEO. I admit it. Not the Skittles. I didn't do it for the Skittles. I did it for the SEO. I wanted to come up first. WPAY was hot because I seen all these bastards doing it with the Alti and everything. And I just wanted more people to see my art. And well, now I have a problem. And 99 problems with a bitch ain't one. They gave me a strike for my last video where I showed you my girlfriend blowing me in my Lamborghini. It was a little wrong. And I'm sorry, I went to YouTube school. I did. I swear. And I feel much better now. I dropped my microphone. Mic drop. All right, so Tap Alpha, I don't like the guy's side, and I don't like low payments, so tapped out. So we looked at XDTE, we see there is erosion. The Condiment Meister was right. XPAY would be the better deal, but you get a little less pay. Get it? MAGY is now she's your streetwalker. She's your best hoe. She makes you like that kid, what's his name? Doherty or whatever. The kid that was big on YouTube. He was an influencer, and he made his girlfriend OnlyFans girl, right? She was making $500K a month, and he was basically keeping all the money, right? Until she broke up with him. And he had a whole bunch of these girls. Anyway, Jack Doherty. That's the kid. Anyway, and there you go. This is the one. Even though, now look, I don't like a lot of things in WPAY. I'm not even a fan of Tesla. Okay? I think electric cars are for idiots. Bald, beta male, douchebag idiots. That's why they're bringing back the gasoline cars. But even Lamborghini, my beloved Lamborghini, betrayed me. They made some hybrid whore. Now it's all hybridized. All right, so listen, I went through everything. Anything else doesn't matter. I don't talk about slutty, stupidity from Max XDTY or whatever their bullshit is. I don't do Taco Bell. To me, they're Taco Bell. Same chef is in the back, all the kitchen, making all the different dishes with the same ingredients. Okay, I don't Taco Bell. That's everything. So I hope you liked it. I'm done. Fuck it.